My name is Shane Reynolds. I'm a regional sales manager for JMT. Today we're going to be going over the R series press brake as featured here. This is a 12-foot, 242-ton press brake. First thing is the press brake control. You have a couple options here. The Delum DA52, or as featured here, the Delum DA56. The DA52 is a numerical control. The DA56 does have graphical. Some of the standard features of this machine in the R series, this can be a 3 to a 5-axis machine. This currently is set up to be a 5-axis machine. The 3-axis would be Y1, Y2, and X back gauge. Your other two optional CNC axes would be your R axis and CNC crowning. This is the CNC optional CNC crowning, as you can see, done through the control. When you actually put in a part, depending on your length, it will know and calculate how much crown to put in. The other option is a manual crown, which is a hand crank versus CNC controlled. The crowning device is on top of the bed of the machine, which runs all the way along. What we consider the wave style crowning is all along here, and it's basically 2 blocks of steel that start cut right down the middle, and it starts at a very gradual, and it kind of moves like this and more drastic in the middle. When the crowning is activated, it starts pushing those two pieces together, and which raises more here than it will on that side, because you have less deflection over the cylinder and the side frame. That's how crowning works. Some of the basic features of this machine, other than what I just mentioned, is you've got standard box clamps. This is standard on all of our machines. This gives you the ability to do box bending, to have sectionalized tooling, so your flanges can come up between the boxes. Nice feature. The other thing is the standard front sheet supports on a linear rail. This is a standard feature. A lot of our competitors, you can get that, but it is an optional, which you pay for. This currently does have a universal die rail with a 4-way V die and a standard mild gooseneck punch. The bottom, both these clamps, the bottom and the upper, do have the ability to handle American or European. As you'll see here on the side, what I mean by that, on the universals, you can see the tang down in there. That would be for your American. So currently we've got a 4-way European style 4-way die. This current configuration is set up to do up to 1/4 inch. As well as the upper clamps, as you can see here, the clamp is currently set up for American, but loosening these bolts, tooling comes out. This little thing here goes to the back, and you can put in your European tooling. Some of the other standard features we put on are all of our lasers, or all of our press brakes do have a safety laser. This is an optional upgrade to the manual ACAS system. This is going to be all OSHA approved. When you get a brake in your shop, these will satisfy safety needs. It's very easy to work around because the laser beam actually rides below the bottom of the tool. Any interference between the material and anything else will actually stop the machine, keeping the operator safe and currently doing what he's doing. One of the other big 3 features that we like to go over on our press brakes is our open height, stroke, and throat. These machines, on this machine specifically, is got a 20.87 inch open height. That would be from the top of here down to here. And then that is how far the actual press brake can open. The stroke is how far the actual cylinder can travel, and it's going to have a 10.87 inches of stroke. That gives you the ability, very long stroke, which you don't have to have really long tooling. Sometimes with a press brake, you can have a large open height but a very short stroke, which means you're going to have very tall tooling. The reason why this is a benefit to anybody with a press brake is big parts and flanges, multiple flanges on the back side. When you actually make that bend, to get that part out, the machine can open big enough to get that part out without having to slide it out the side. The other thing is the throat depth. throat depth is from right here to the center of the die. This is a standard 16 inches. We can do more and we can add more to that, that's an option. But this comes standard with 16 inches. Why is that important? If you've got a 12-foot part that you need to bend, you're limited on how far that flange can be. This can do 16 inches, and as you can see, it goes all the way through here. Very large, big flexibility for making your parts. The other, on both sides of the Y1, Y2 cylinders that measure how far the ram is traveling and knowing exactly where it's at, is these linear glass scales. And as you can see, there's a C-frame here on the outside of the frame. The reason for that, a very simple design, but you have yaw. Yaw is when there's pressure on the ram coming down, it's going to flex. Having an independent C-frame not attached to the actual frame or the ram, you can know exactly where that ram is going to be in that bend to ensure you're getting the most accurate bends possible. Again, very simple design, but very, very effective. This machine will hold a 0.0004 tolerance, plus or minus. Very, very accurate machine. Some of the features on the Backage, as you can see, a very robust design. Again, this has the optional R-axis, a very rigid full-piece Backage for quality. Again, X Backage, X is coming forward and back, R is coming up and down, and Z1 and Z2, these are your fingers for your parts depending on the size that you're doing. If you have a 12-inch part, you're going to bring those fingers together, whereas you have a longer part, it's a quick adjustment here to move that to wherever you're going to be. Standard Backage is going to be a 25.6 on the X. This has the optional upgrade, which is a 39-inch Backage, travel from the front to the back. As you'll also see, our frames are one-piece side frames. This is made out of high-yield construction. We don't weld multiple plates or use a lesser quality steel. You can see how thick those side frames are, again, for longevity and rugged ability for this machine to last a very, very long time in your shop. These are some of the basic features of the R Series press brake for JMT. Please visit our website at jmtusa.com for more information or to get in touch with a sales professional in your area.